You like hitting your dog with chicken wings?
Oh yeah, Maple. Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
And this is Kart Life TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is hot here in Florida today. It is another July day, and instead of it just being brutally hot, it is also brutally humid. I am soaking wet. I've been outside for about 10 minutes getting the cart ready. It's gross.
It is gross out right now.
It is gross. But we're going to get working on a few things today. Check out what we got on the table over here. We have our light bar, we have our lighted turn signal mirrors, and we have a kill switch we're going to be installing on the golf cart today. Joe's behind me. He's turning the golf cart around so we get the front end in the shade in the garage. We're going to start working on the light bar and the lighted mirrors and the kill switch. So let's go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is get the light bar mounted. It's pretty simple. It is on some brackets on the side of it, and it mounts to this this mounting point that came with the red dot roof. So we're lucky we actually have that. Joe flipped the brackets around, and we're gonna bolt it up kind of like that. Looks like it's gonna fit pretty good and tuck real nice under there. All right, one thing I want to tell you guys before we get started on this this light bar here that Joe's working on is about the hardware that it comes with. In South Florida, everything rusts. We're a half a mile from the ocean. It is just due east of us here. These parts, a lot of them that we get, they come with these black coated screws. These are like probably one of the worst things to use in South Florida because they are going to rust on you. What we do pretty much whenever we get a new product is we go right to the hardware store and we buy the same exact stuff in stainless steel. Here it is. This is what we're going to use to mount this light bar. All right, we got the light bar mounted up on the bracket there. It's looking good. We tightened it all down. It's nice and centered. Next thing we have to do on that is run the wires for it to the switch. Joe is removing the mirrors now because we do have to drill some holes, and we want to make sure that all the holes are drilled before we run any wires down to the switch panel. All right, so these mirrors are really cool. We just picked these up from our sponsor, Superior Street Golf Carts. They're actually branded with the logo. They're located in East Boca Raton. They're one of the best places in South Florida to get sales or service on your golf cart, and we are really grateful that they were able to hook us up with these. These have a turn indicator on them. There's an extra wire for this that we have to run down and tap into our blinker wire, just like we did for the trailer we finished up the other day. These are going to get mounted here. We're going to use the top existing hole. The bottom hole from the old mirror is perfect because it lines up for the wire. So we're only going to have to drill one hole underneath that hole for the bolt to pass through so we could actually mount these on the golf cart. This dude's standing on the wheel. Danger Joe. All right, we got all our holes drilled for our mirrors. We're ready to mount those, but before we can mount the mirrors, we do have to run the power down from the light bar to the battery where the relay is going to go. We have a pre-wired harness here, which which I cut because of course we have to customize this install. So what I did was I cut the end that runs to the relay over here. It'll make it easier for us to run the power wire down from the plug for the light bar down to the battery. So we're gonna run this first. Once we get this ran, we can then run the wires for the lighted mirrors down also, where we're gonna tap those into the front blinkers. All right, we got our wires ran down from the light bar and from the lighted mirror. Now it's time to mount the mirror and then hook up the wiring. So let's get it done. There it goes, you get it? We got the wires run. We have to hook up power, but we're not going to do that until we get this switch mounted. We're going to put the switch in the dashboard here. I want to show you guys something special. When you are mounting these switches, these are little rocker switches. They're cheap, and people use them for everything. They got a little light on there. You hook them up with the load, the power, and the ground. But it's important that you cut the right size hole. And this hole saw here, the 20 millimeter spring-loaded hole saw, will change your life when mounting these switches, I swear. Drill a pilot hole, then you run one through with this. It gives you a perfect size hole that these switches actually click into. We're going to do that now. So let's go. Perfect size cutout. All right, so we got the light bar all wired up. It works, Joe. You do the honors. Awesome. Man, that thing is bright. It looks awesome. We got that thing all hooked up. Now it's time to tap the wires into our blinkers for our turn signal mirrors. Let's go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires here. We got 5 wires here on the back of this headlight. One of these wires is for the blinker. We've established that that's the brown one. On the passenger side, it's a green wire. And we have the ground right here. We're gonna do a little trick because these wires that we have here from these turn signal mirrors are so small, we can't use tap connectors on them. It would be impossible. We'd never get a good connection. So what we're gonna do is an old trick from back in the car stereo installation days. What we do is we expose the copper wire like that. We'll take our wire, we will wrap it nice and tight around that exposed wire like that, and then we'll fold it back, tape that up nice and good, and that's how we're going to make our connection. There. All right, so we got our blinkers mounted and installed. Everything's working great there. Our light bar is done, mounted. It works. Thank you, Joe. He loves testing the lights. I don't know. The last thing we're going to do for today is hook up the kill switch to the battery. There it is right there. The kill switch, what it does is it completely shuts off power to the golf cart, so it can't be started without the kill switch being engaged. So let's get that installed now next. We got our kill switch wired up here. It looks great. It's mounted on the side of the control box here where the solenoids are mounted. To turn the cart on, you just kind of push down and turn the power on. This kills all the battery power to the golf cart to start the motor. So that's completed. Looks great. We cleaned the wires up. We do have a little pigtail here, which is nice if you want to add accessory power off the battery directly. Gonna put the air cleaner tube back on the carburetor now, and I'd say this project's done.
All wrapped up.
Success.
Success.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us today. We got a lot done. I think we did pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work, all wrapped up into this 10-minute video. We got the light bar done, we got the blinkers done, we got the kill switch done. The next thing we're gonna do in our video is mount our gas cans and go through our emergency kit. And then I think we're ready to do a test run.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us today. If you liked what you saw, please hit the subscribe button, comment, let us know what you're thinking and how we're doing. If you think we could do something different or we didn't think of something, let us know. We want to hear from you. Visit the website, lowspeedliving.com. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we got all kinds of merch. There it is. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.